lawmakers asking city leaders to defund police departments.
The so-called defund the police movement.
Defund the police.
More and more of the slogan, defund the police.
Police officers, they do too much.
These are the stories we see and hear on a regular basis. Headlines and phrases that have swayed public opinion away from local police officers and the job they do every day. Is this opinion fair? I'm Brenda Koopsen, and I'm spearheading a new ABC57 Investigative series examining the relationship between local police departments and everyday people in Michiana.
You do your job, you catch the bad guys. Sheriff's Department arrest warrant! Come to the door, make yourself known! And then they're out and about. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me, please. And doing the same thing they were doing that you arrested them for. That's the hardest part for sure, is wanting to make a difference and feeling like there's not a difference being made.
For the past few months, we've been following the men and women who serve Pulaski County. That's about 70 miles from our studios here in South Bend. But before we get started, I want to introduce you to the people we've been following. First up is Seth Barton.
I'm a deputy here with the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department. I am a K-9 handler, I am a firearms instructor, and a general law enforcement training board instructor.
He's been a deputy for almost 6 years. His partner Loki is always by his side.
He is a Dutch Shepherd. He's from Hungary originally. He's about 5 years old. We've been working together for 4 years now.
Well, I'm getting ready to walk through the jail, so...
Next is Sheriff Jeff Richwine.
The hardest part for me, is, especially in this, you see it some in the DNR, but you don't see it like you do in this job, is I really what happens to kids.
He's been the Pulaski County Sheriff for 7 years, starting his career after graduating from the Conservation Officer Academy back in '81. Next year is his last year as sheriff for his community. This is Jail Commander Steven Mundy. He's been commander at the jail for 1 year.
Can I help you?
It's Monday. There's some cases like a medical emergency. If somebody's hurt, you have to go in there. In that case, you just got to keep your head on a swivel because you've got, like I said, up to 30 other human beings in there who may not like you. And like I said, some of them don't have a lot to lose.
He believes in rehabilitating inmates so they don't keep coming back to his jail. And finally, inmate Benjamin Fitch.
I failed a drug test. They give me 4 months. I've been here got 2 months to go.
Ben has been fighting drug addiction for years and hopes more can be done to help him get cleaned up. 13 people work at the Pulaski County Sheriff's Department, serving a county of 13,000. The department serves 430 square miles, a space just smaller than what the city of Los Angeles can fit inside.
It can be very overwhelming going from different calls, and you have to be able to flip a switch from going and dealing with a troubled child that you're trying to calm down to a guy who's extremely intoxicated.
You have the sheriff, chief deputy, sergeant, 2 detective sergeants, and 8 deputies. That means just 2 deputies patrolling the streets at a time, covering 215 square miles and over 6,000 residents each.
Bigger departments have more assets and more resources. I think that wearing a lot of different hats really does make you a better cop, and I think that's the benefit of being at a small agency, is that you have to be good at everything.
Tonight, ABC57 takes you beyond the badge in Pulaski County.
We had a vehicle that was coming at us at 61 miles an hour, just in violation of exceeding the posted speed limit. So I'm now turned around, catching back up to the vehicle, and I'm going to go conduct a traffic stop on that car. County 11, signal 27. Everybody that I deal with and see on a daily basis are the same people that I have to see when I go out to the grocery store with my family or go to the park with my family.
What's it like to be in your position now, even more so when people have, such a negative perception?
It's definitely harder. There's still a huge majority of the community that supports us, but a lot of the people that we deal with, you're automatically the bad guy now. Every officer, when you get back out on the street, outside of that, away from department personnel, and you're out working, I mean, everybody's stressed, everybody's frustrated. Everybody has days where there's like, what's the point? I'm seeing that a lot more from different officers, but that's not really anything to do with the department itself. That's just the narrative, the whole idea. That's just where everything is at. Every time you get online or get on anything, any social media, Facebook, Instagram, anything, every other video is something negative about the job that you do, when all you do is feel like you're trying to help and you're trying to make it a better place for everybody to live, and everything just gets blown out of proportion. So you feel like you're, again, building a house that's never going to get finished, or that somebody yanks the foundation out from underneath it. Makes you start over again. It gets frustrating.
There's a bomb in my stomach!
I have to follow this good path.
But that's the hard spot with this job, is that, you know, there's mental health issues, but if they're refusing to get help, you can't make them get help. You've increased lately in violence. You're getting more upset about things, that you're talking like that you speak directly to God and angels and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
My only question for you, I mean, how do you feel mentally?
I feel great.
More often than not, they're telling you that here recently we've had an increase in this and this and this, and things are becoming more violent.
I want my property searched.
Okay.
Fucking dope heads making dope on my property. I'm going to kill them if you guys don't do that.
Calm down for me.
So it's also, I imagine, you know, taking up your resources, your time as well.
Yes, and I'm completely aware though that is the job.
I understand he has a mental illness.
Okay. No, Dad.
I love you. We need to get off the road. Dad, come off the road with me.
A lot of what I see is it seems like a common trend that if we have somebody that has been diagnosed with a mental illness, that they also seem to gravitate towards drug use.
What are you on?
Oh, you need to take your handcuffs off because I'm president.
What would you say is the biggest problem that you guys face?
I think it's drugs. I don't even think it's close. You know, just this weekend we had 3 overdoses in this county of about 13,000 people.
My dog is certified in marijuana, coke, meth, heroin, and ecstasy. Do you have any of that in the vehicle today?
It's absolutely the biggest problem.
You're taking a look at drug cases over the past 5 years. 2017 was the highest year at 547 until we got to this year. Up until August, there's been 557 charges for illegal substances, and we're not even through the end of the year yet.
The dog alert anyways, PC to search the truck. Center console is real loose. It seemed odd. It is an older truck, but they're not generally out like that. So when I pulled out this center console area, this is a homemade pipe. It smells like spice to me. In my experience, it doesn't matter how minor the infraction is. We have to find that infraction. You have to find probable cause to stop a car. And no matter how minor it is, I found rolling meth labs out of the vehicles, warrant subjects, other narcotics. As marijuana became legal in most of the country, a lot of drug cartels stopped pushing over marijuana and started pushing over meth. And what we've seen, the results of that, is that the meth that we're finding is a better, more pure form of methamphetamine.
Looking at meth arrests year to year, starting in 2016, we saw 49, the highest in 2018 coming in at 77. And just through August of this year, they've seen 34 meth arrests.
I would have expected, with it being legal in most other states, that we would find a lot more marijuana. We do find a lot of marijuana-related products, but I wouldn't have expected the meth problem to skyrocket as it has. I would not have expected the heroin problem to skyrocket as it has. We're a large rural county here, and we're still going a couple times a month to different overdoses, and sometimes a couple times a week.
It hasn't always been this way. I'm told you used to have to go somewhere to get your drug of choice. Now it's easy to get locally, and it's taking over the entire community.
Now kids are dying in the community, and people are strung out on heroin and stuff. 5 years ago, that never happened. It's in every family. College kids, rich kids, middle-class kids.
It's poor people, it's people that work, people that don't work. I don't care how you want to divide people, there's a drug problem.
It's all related and it's all relative, and that's something that I think everybody can agree on. You don't want your children around that, or you go to the park to have a good time with your kids and you're worried looking over your shoulder watching a certain person because they're a nuisance at the park. So it's an issue. We see it frequently, we deal with it a lot, and a lot of times it's the same individuals we are incarcerating over and over and over.
Next, we're heading inside the Pulaski County Jail.
Corrections field in general, I don't know a single county jail that's fully staffed, so burnout's a real problem.
For a closer look at what's causing the inmate population to increase and how officers are dealing with problems inside.
Welcome back. You're watching Beyond the Badge on ABC57 News.
When a suspect gets arrested, they find themselves here, the Pulaski County Jail. A lot of the inmates are held on drug charges, and the jail staff can barely keep up with the rising problem.
They get outside rec at least 1 hour a day. Our normal full staff is 3 officers, which is extremely low. What's up?
Jail Commander Steve Mundy has worked in Pulaski County for 9 years. For being one of Michiana's smallest counties, he's seen his inmate population grow steadily over the past 6 years. As you can see, the lowest count was in 2016 at 79, the highest at 131 in 2019. The population took a dip in 2020 because of the pandemic at 114, and so far this year sitting at 109.
So realistically, if there's an emergency in the jail, there's only 2 people to respond, which most of the time we do have medical emergencies.
In 2020, they had over 30 offenders placed on medical watch, with about half believed to be from substance withdrawal. That requires them to be checked on every 30 minutes to an hour.
We've got 85, 90 other people begging for attention, wanting something else. So being in the jail, you kind of get stuck, being short-staffed and being a responder to everything. People don't think of as a jailer as a first responder, but I mean, I've gone back to people who've slit their wrists or fallen off of a top tier, or I've gone back to somebody choking somebody out to the point where they were unconscious and they weren't letting go.
Do you ever fear for your own safety?
At times I have, but you don't really think about it. You think about it after. You, for the most part, run in, take care of business, and then every now and then you have an issue to where it does get a little fishy, to where you look around and you kind of get some situational awareness to be careful. You're looking at 2 staff to 50 inmates, so 1 to 50.
What Steve is trying to say is, with the total jail population typically sitting around 100 or so, 1 staff member is responsible for 50 inmates each. That means resources are stretched even more, with offenders on suicide watch struggling with mental health.
This year alone, I can think of 3 that didn't belong in jail, including one we've got right now who did. I mean, they have committed crimes and felonies in some cases, but they had no business putting themselves in that position. Getting them into the state hospital is our biggest hurdle.
Off the window!
The hard parts, you've got to kind of compartmentalize what some of these people are in here for, and you've got to remember not all of them are guilty. They've got families, they're married.
I got a wife and a kid. He likes to fish right now. He's already caught a fish, so a little one.
Benjamin Fitch has had run-ins with the law since he was about 22. He's finishing up the rest of his sentence here at the county jail, and every other weekend he looks forward to seeing his son.
We have fun, we do stuff together, play a lot outside and everything.
Ben has also spent time in prison, a larger facility housing inmates for longer periods of time than a county jail. More inmates mean more problems.
When I first got there, I was just quiet and, trying to fit in with everybody. That's the problem. Then you start acting like them, and that's not good, If you're ever in prison, you always fear for your life.
Ben says Pulaski County Jail has a different environment.
Everybody's laid back, so it's really quiet. It's quiet back there.
Despite Ben's time in and out of jail, he tells me he respects the police and the job they do.
Yeah, I like the police. If we didn't have law, this world would be crazy. I mean, people would run around doing what they want to do, and that wouldn't be good. I'm not the best guy out there, but, we do need some standards. We need law.
It says a probation violation for dealing marijuana is what it is.
As Sheriff Richwine's time serving his county starts to wind down,
Thanks. Bye.
he tells me he couldn't be prouder of the men and women wearing the badge.
I guess what I'd want people to know is that they're human beings just like anybody else, and they're put into extraordinary positions sometimes, and almost always they rise to the top and do the right thing and do a good job. You see these travesties or mistakes, or it was a bad policeman, or whatever the reason that it is. You know, those are so rare, and that's all we hear about.
We don't want to be the bouncers. We don't want to be the guys that just show up and slap cuffs on a problem and it's solved. It's not how it works, and that's not what we're about. That's not what we're trying to do. I was knocking on your door to see if you knew if they were home or not. I think it's really important to realize that, yes, we are officers. Yes, we should be held to a higher standard. We're also people, and respect both ways goes a long way. I will come to your house and I will talk to your children about listening, and I will respond when you have your friend or your family member who's overdosing, and I'll save their lives. And I will do that every day I'm working until the end of my career. I'll do whatever you need when you call and whatever I can. So just don't try to hate me because I'm in a uniform. Grouse, off, roll over, foot, center, back, leave it, get your ball, off, back, yes, back, yes, back, okay. Come on. My K-9 partner's name is Loki. He is a Dutch Shepherd. He's from Hungary originally. He's about 5 years old. We've been working together for 4 years now. Okay.
Pulaski County Sheriff's Deputy Seth Barton has been working with Loki for 4 years.
Being a K-9 handler is the best, most rewarding thing I have done yet in law enforcement.
If you've ever seen a K-9 working out on the street, you might think it's all pretty simple.
My dog is certified in marijuana, coke, meth, heroin, and ecstasy. Do you have any of that in the vehicle today? When people see a police dog, they see the dog that's obedient, the dog that's is a push-button dog. The dog's doing everything he's supposed to do. Los, banana. Take it.
Sheriff's Department K-9, make yourself known, you're gonna get dog bit.
While obedience is a big part of the job, getting a dog to react this way is much more complicated.
It is a job within a job. It takes a lot of time and energy and effort. Here. Loki, here.
Initial K-9 school is 6 weeks.
Annually, we recertify once a year.
We followed Seth to the week-long K-9 Olympics for certification at Vaughn Lake Kennels in Denver, Indiana. That's about 60 miles from our studios here in South Bend. It's a full-service facility with a record of training police and military service dogs for over 5,000 law enforcement and government agencies.
Find him. It's a game of balances. You have to work as a team.
Show me your hands, get on the ground, and take it as a force resistance. You will be bit.
Take it.
Look it off, here, buoy, here.
You have to have a lot of patience.
It's not about getting in a boat. It's about trusting the handler. It's about doing something that he's not comfortable with doing.
And a strong relationship.
Every time I'm at work, that dog has the potential to be used to find the odor that he's trained to find, or to track a suspect, or to help keep us safe on a warrant service.
Sheriff's Department arrest warrant!
That's where he comes into play to go in and keep us safe and go in first.
Training doesn't stop here. It's highly suggested handlers rack up 16 hours a month.
16 hours is hard to hit for functional training with your daily life and everything, if that's not your only job within your department. But it's also easy to hit because you're doing training non-stop. You're doing it consistently.
Whether it's a bathroom break,
Bulligan.
Loading into the car,
Los, Kennel.
Seth tells me it's about obedience and repetition.
And everything with the dog is based off the reward for his ball. Dogs don't care about explosives, don't care about drugs, they don't care about bed bugs if they're trained for that. They just want the reward, they want that ball.
When you take all of this back out on the street side of things,
odor doesn't sit in one place when there's air disrupting it. So K-9 alerts on the other door, he's hitting hard as you see, hard to pull him off of it. Attach Loki positive, please. So that's where it's on us to make sure we're training and continually training to make sure that there are no false positives or anything like that. I put him on the start of his pattern for an interior search of a vehicle, which starts at this door seam here, hits the side wall, goes into the floorboard area and up to the center console area.
it takes about 15 to 20 seconds to run Loki around a car for what's called a free air sniff.
When Loki alerts, he generally stops. He goes into investigative phase. He catches odor, starts investigating. He'll work it back and forth until he finds the strongest source of odor. He finalizes by sitting and staring or laying down and staring at the source of the strongest point of odor. At that point, that's probable cause to search the vehicle. So as he hit his pattern, hit his spots, he's alerting on her purse. Like I said, she said that there's some marijuana in there. So we'll check and see if marijuana is all we're dealing with right now or if there's something else going on. While it might be a marijuana case today and that's what my dog is hitting on, I want to know what that reason is on the training side of the dog, because it might be marijuana today, but tomorrow it's methamphetamine or heroin. And it's important to understand your dog's behavior and why your K-9 partner is doing what he's doing when he's doing it.
Beyond all of the training and learning, Seth tells me is a lot of trust, partnership, and bonding.
Do you think your job would be the same without him?
I don't think so. Well, I do think so. I think that without the K-9 side of things, without that extra drive and that extra job within my job, I'm not sure if I would have continued staying in law enforcement for as long as I have and as long as I will continue to do.